There is a fantasy that almost all of us carry quietly in the back of our minds. It usually appears when we're stuck in traffic, arguing with a partner, or staring at an endless pile of bills. The fantasy is simple: escape. We imagine a small cabin in the woods, or a house by a quiet beach. We tell ourselves a convincing story. If I could just change my location, I would finally be happy. If I could get away from these difficult people, I would feel calm. If the world were just quieter, I could finally think clearly. We start to believe that peace is a place. That calm could be found on a map. But notice what happens when you actually get what you want. You take a vacation. You sit by the ocean. For the first few hours, it feels wonderful. By the second day, something familiar returns. You worry about the work you left behind. You replay a conversation from weeks ago. You feel irritated because the Wi-Fi is slow or the coffee is not right. The scenery has changed. The ocean is still beautiful, but the noise inside your head is exactly the same. Why does this happen? Why does stress seem to travel with us, no matter how far we go? The answer is uncomfortable but freeing. We mistake geography for therapy. We move our bodies to a new place, hoping our minds will stay behind, but they never do. 2,000 years ago, the Roman philosopher Seneca wrote a letter to a friend who was traveling to escape his sadness. His friend crossed oceans and climbed mountains, yet he still felt miserable. Seneca wrote back, "Why are you surprised that running away hasn't helped you? You took yourself with you." This is what we might call the luggage of the mind. We often treat our problems, our anxiety, anger, and insecurity, as if they were external, like bad weather. We believe that if we go far enough, we can escape the storm. But the storm is not outside the car. The storm is inside it. If you are someone who judges yourself harshly, you will do it in New York, and you will do it on a tropical island. If you need to control everything, you will try to control your boss at work. And if you quit, you will try to control the waves at the beach. The source of the disturbance is not the city, the job, or the family. The source is a lens through which you see them. If your idea of peace depends on avoiding all disruption, on the world becoming quiet, you will never find it. You will spend your life building higher walls, only to discover that your fear is still inside those walls with you. There's a powerful story from the Desert Fathers, the early Christian monks who lived in the Egyptian desert, that illustrates this clearly. There was once a monk who lived in a large, busy monastery, but he was deeply unhappy. He found the other monks irritating. They chewed too loudly. They prayed too slowly. They were always in his way. He thought, "I cannot find God here. These people are destroying my peace." So he decided to escape. He left the monastery and moved into a solitary cave deep in the desert. He told himself, "Finally, no people, no noise. Now I will become peaceful. Now I will be patient." One morning, in the quiet of his cave, he filled a water jug and placed it on the ground. The floor was uneven, and the jug tipped over. He sighed, picked it up, refilled it, and set it down again. Moments later, he accidentally knocked it with his elbow, and it spilled once more. Suddenly, a surge of intense anger rose inside him. He grabbed the jug and smashed it against the rock wall, shattering it into pieces. He stood there, breathing hard, staring at the broken pottery. Then he began to cry. In that moment, he understood the truth. There was no one else in the cave. No irritating brothers, no careless strangers, no demanding boss. There was only him. The anger had never come from the monastery. It had been inside him all along. The jug was merely the excuse his mind used to release it. This story teaches a simple lesson. Triggers are everywhere. If you run from people, you will be triggered by the wind. If you run from the wind, you will be triggered by a fly. And if you escape the fly, you will be triggered by your own memories. We cannot make the world perfectly clean and quiet. We can only learn to purify our response to it. So, if we cannot run away, what should we do? We need to understand how stress actually works. The Stoics called this process the discipline of ascent. Here's how it works. Step 1. An event happens. Your boss sends you a rude email. Step 2. You make a judgment about the event. He doesn't respect me. I might get fired. This is a disaster. Step 3. An emotion follows. Fear, anger, anxiety. Most of the time, we believe the email causes a fear. That step 1 directly creates step 3. But the Stoics disagreed. The email is only pixels on a screen. The fear comes from step 2, your judgment about what the email means. Imagine you're sitting in a room and hear loud banging from next door. You immediately feel irritated and think, "My neighbor is being rude again." Your body tenses. Your heart rate rises. Then you discover the truth. Your neighbor has fallen and is banging on a wall to ask for help. Instantly, the irritation disappears and is replaced by concern. The sound is exactly the same. The banging did not change. What changed was your interpretation of it. And when the judgment changed, the emotion changed with it. This is the key to inner stability. If you want to feel steady wherever you are, you do not need to silence the noise outside. You need to change the story you are telling yourself about it. How do we practice this in real life when things truly feel difficult? The next time you feel the urge to run away, when the stress feels overwhelming, try this. First, pause. Stoicism is the art of pausing. Do not react immediately. Create a small space between the event and your response. When something disruptive happens, a rude email, a broken appliance, stop for a moment. Take 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, remind yourself, this is just an event. It only becomes catastrophe if I decide to label it one. Second, remove the judgment. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, practice describing events without emotion. Instead of saying, "This person is insulting me and ruining my day," say, "This person is making sound that I do not like." Instead of saying, "This traffic is a nightmare," say, "There are many cars on the road, and we are moving slowly." When you remove dramatic words like nightmare, terrible, or unbearable, you remove the power the event has over you. What once felt like a monster becomes something small and manageable. Third, acceptance. Stop wishing reality were different. Christian mystics call this surrender. The Stoics called it more fatty, the love of fate. It means saying, "This is where I am. The room is loud. The day is hard. I did not choose this, but I am here. I will not waste energy wishing I were somewhere else. I will use my energy to stay calm and kind, right here." When you stop fighting reality, you stop losing energy. There is a saying that true spirituality is not found on a mountaintop, but in the marketplace. It is easy to feel calm when you are alone by a fireplace. That is not a skill. It is just a comfortable situation. The real achievement is staying calm when a baby is crying, the phone keeps ringing, and the world demands your attention all at once. When you learn to separate an event from your judgment of it, you gain freedom. You can carry your peace with you like a portable sanctuary. You may be standing in a crowded subway, yet inside you are as still as a monk in the desert. You may be in a difficult meeting, yet inwardly you are sitting quietly by that fireplace. So stop running. Stop searching for an exit. You do not need a new life. You need a new way of seeing. The place you are looking for is not on a map. It is right here, waiting for you to step into it. Thank you for spending this moment in reflection. If this video brought you clarity or peace, please like and subscribe to support the channel. May you find gentle ways to return to awareness and live with a calmer mind. Thank you for watching Daily Wisdom Light.